Yeah, so hi everyone, I am Gergana from Bulgaria, and I would like to briefly share with you my Scripture Union journey. My first contact with Scripture Union was as a camper. I went to my first camp at age 11, and I practically haven't stopped since. Nowadays, Scripture Union is such an integral part of my life that when I had to think about this transformation story, it was difficult for me to construct it because when I look back, I know for a fact that SU had an enormous impact on my life. I know that it was one of the leading forces in my journey with Christ, but it's very difficult to put that into specifics, especially because I don't consider myself a very wow person. So this story isn't really about some specific event or a moment that turned everything around, but rather it's about things changing slowly and gradually over time, as I believe it's the way with most things in life, at least for me. So Scripture Union has been like a faithful companion in my faith journey, like a friend who always stood by me and pushed me forward. As stated, at first I went to and participated in many SU activities, and while there was never this one big special moment, these experiences and mainly the people behind them were such a constant presence in my life that slowly but surely they helped me shape and grow my faith. The people in Scripture Union, they taught me and they continue to teach me much about the world and God. They helped me discover the joy of studying the Bible and connecting with people even when that's not naturally my thing. So Scripture Union has given me a lot of things, friendships, experiences, a job. But most of all, it gave me a chance. It gave me a chance to serve in a way that I never thought possible. So being on the more introverted side, frankly, I don't think anyone ever imagined me in a position like this, myself included. But since being with SU, especially on the ministry side of things, I've got to do and be things that I never thought possible before. But as is the case with things that happen gradually, you usually, or at least I usually don't notice it right away. So for me, it was somewhere around 3 years into active volunteering that I had this moment on a very normal day, on a very normal camp when I looked around and I had my internal wow moment of thinking, okay, so it's too late now. I've already dedicated myself to this. I don't know when this happened. I don't know how, but somewhere along the path, my heart jumped into this thing, and it's there now. At the beginning of this journey, our national leader, she was a very proactive part in me participating. So for the longest time, I had this thought in me that maybe she saw something in me that I didn't see or that no one else could see. And that may still be true, but lately another thought started to appear that probably should have been obvious from the beginning, that maybe it was actually God who saw something in me that I couldn't, or that maybe wasn't still there, but could one day be. And SU happens to be the tool that God chose to use in my life. So it may not be the only right way, it certainly isn't, but it was to a large part the way and the place for me. And I know that it can be and still is that way for many others. Maybe for some it's just like a small pebble on their way, and for others like me it's the whole pavement or a big portion of the pavement. Either way, I really hope that we get to experience at least some of this personally. But for the time being, I just want to encourage you that in order to do, there are always children that God is transforming through you and through your work. And maybe they're loud and expressive or quiet and have their wow moments internally. Maybe they're wise to realize it and tell you right away, or they sit on it for 5 years and one day it hits them. But they're there, and the best thing is that God sees them even if we don't.
That's right. Thank you.